roll. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. And we're live. We're live. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hang on a second. Let me just get these on. This is for you guys. Ching, ching, ching. A massive, massive welcome to these amazing people on the call here. We've got Stacey Hughes.
Hi.
We've got Michael Johnson.
I like him.
Andy Hines, baby. We got and we got Andy Hines Jr. as well at the back there. In the back, we can see his little crown of his head. Oh, there he is. There he is. We just want to say a big welcome to you guys. Thank you so much for participating in the Winner Takes It All social media contest. It was really super cool to see you guys rock it out. You guys did something so special that it has literally inspired everyone in the Video It community. I got to tell you, literally, the moment you guys went into video mode in your own ways, people were going, oh my God, these guys are doing something. Oh my God, look at their content. Oh my God, they're pumping out some good stuff. Oh my God, they're in the contest? Oh wow, I got to be in that contest. Like, you guys literally inspired people. So what we wanted to do was a couple of things. One, really get you guys to share your secret industry and also your journey. So what happened before the contest, during the contest, after the contest, and then also to share the winner, who the winner is, right? Because the winner takes it all. So we'll go with that, but we want to start with ladies first, right? We'll start with Stacey, where we come from. Ladies first always. So go ahead, introduce yourself.
Okay.
What's your background? What's the business you're in? And then tell us what happened when you just got involved in the whole.
So I've just started my business for Facebook ads. I'm teaching Facebook ads to Kajabi course creators, and I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a long time. So I put it off for so long, and I joined Video It, and then with the contest I thought, this is my opportunity to really do what I've been saying. And every day I've been going live on YouTube. So I had a calendar of events of what I was going to do each day, like a training. And I started my YouTube channel and I went live every day. And it just gave me the motivation to get started and get it done.
Love it. And so tell us about when you decided to get into the contest, what were you thinking about? Like, what was going through your mind when you're like, oh yeah, because I know you were the first one to comment going, oh, I'm in. That's what you said.
Yeah, like I kind of need that pressure and I need that motivation to do something like that. So I loved the idea of it, and just action taking, really, isn't it? So doing something every day. I probably could have done better because I just focused on YouTube, but that's fine. That's what I wanted to do. Next time I would really branch out and spend more time going on the other platforms.
100%. And what was your experience like during the challenge, during this contest, when you were pumping out your videos, and what was that experience?
Like when I first started, obviously I don't even want to look at those ones because I think they're pretty bad. But every day you do it, you gain confidence and improvement. And I just loved that. It was a non-negotiable, like every day, 12 o'clock, I was going live and I was talking about something. So I really liked that.
Love it. Okay. And we're going to come back and talk about what you did at the end and how that transpired for you as well, right? So we'll talk about that. Let's go to Michael. Come on out, Michael. Let's get you to share your amazing, go ahead. Share your background. Tell everybody where you're from, what you're doing, what you specialize in, and also then let's talk about the contest.
Awesome. So my name is Michael Johnson. I've been an acupuncturist for 12 years. I'm in North Carolina, USA, and I actually haven't had a lot of experience with video. It's funny because before this, I had been told by a former mentor I need to be doing videos every day on social media, usually just on Facebook. And so I thought, I hate doing videos and I don't like how I look on videos, so I'm not going to do it. And then I got into to video it, and I'm like, oh, well, this is super cool. And then there was the contest, and I'm super competitive, and I'm like, well, this is a good chance for me to use that competitive nature to get more videos out and get more comfortable. So I started doing that.
You're bloody competitive, all right. I mean, everyone knows that in this community, in the video community, but also in some of our other communities like the 10X community, people know that you're super competitive. And super competitive people are very tough on themselves, very hard on themselves. And we've seen you being hard on yourself, but at the same time, you're pumping it, you're going for it, you're really smashing it. So what was your what was the like, how did you find the whole journey of when you were pumping them out, when you were going through creating these videos? Because obviously you guys are not just creating the videos randomly, you're creating them with some know-how, with some tact, with some strategy, with some framework that you guys are getting in the video platform. But what was that journey like for you during, without sharing what happened at the end, eventually? But yeah,
no, I mean, for me, like once I decide to do something, I just do it. Like there's no thought. I think about the videos I'm going to do, but like there's no thought of whether or not I'm going to do it, because I decided to do it. So I'm just going to freaking do it. So there was never any question of like, I'm not going to put out a video every day because I said I was going to do it. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. But beyond that, it was like there were certain subjects I wanted to focus on already. And so it gave me a chance to make videos based on those subjects. Specifically, I specialize in allergies and I specialize in fertility, and pushing really more into the fertility because I've done that for years and years. And so it gave me an avenue to be able to focus on those things. And it's also, you don't have to worry about quitting, where it's like, if I don't see the immediate results, sometimes I'm like, well, forget it. But because it was in the middle of this contest, I'm like, well, I'm not going to quit at this point. So even if I don't see what I perceive to be enough results, I'm still doing it.
Love it, man. Thanks for that. That's really good. That's inspiring. All right, let's go to Andy Hines. Thank you, Michael. We'll come back to you again. Andy Hines, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring this man out. Come on out, matey. Share who you are. Give us an introduction. Tell us about you, a little bit about you, what your business is, where you're from, and what was your experience like before starting the contest?
So my name's Andy Hines. I live in Australia as well. So we're in the health beauty industry. So we've got a skin clinic, a beauty clinic. We've got our own makeup line. Yeah, hello. And then
he's like, yeah, we do.
And I just started launching a salon coaching business to sort of help people grow, like we did with our business. That's pretty much that in a nutshell. And then what was the other part of the question? Sorry.
So when you heard about the contest, what went through your mind?
Yeah, it was quite interesting. Really, it was exciting because obviously, like the other guys have said, Stacey and Mick, was about just forces you to actually pump the content out there, whereas before, it just gave me more reason and no excuses, reason to pump the videos out. So that was really the biggest thing for me.
Yeah. And what was the whole like when you were going through those, when you were pumping those videos out, what were you experiencing as part of your journey when you were pumping them out?
Sort of just built more of a confidence base. Hey, like you sort of, when you start, you get a bit nervous, and then you're like you sort of get a bit sweaty when you're doing the videos because you always wonder like what people are going to think. And then as time goes on, I just started to notice, I started to talk a bit better. Like everyone starts to, you get better with your how you're performing on the camera, etc. like that. And you don't the whole that fear sort of disappears. You know what I mean? It's there at the start, and then it just sort of goes away because you get more confident at it. Just like anything, like driving a car. At first it's scary, but then after a while, everyone can do it like that. So that was the biggest thing for me. I just really just grew as a person and as a content, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just more comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, man. I mean, by the way, that little one is so cute, bro. He is so adorable. Look at him. Oh my gosh. That smile. Hello. Say hi. Say hi, world. We do apologize for our amazing craziness. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You can do videos too with that. That's right. You can jump on the camera. Yeah, like that. You're a superstar. Look at you. You're waving already. That's right. Oh, gorgeous. So I want to open this up to you guys, right? When when you guys are pumping your videos, one of the challenges that most people have is they don't know how to one, showing up on camera is a really hard gig for them. It's really hard for a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs. It could be different reasons. It could be something that, you know, someone in their childhood said to them. There's an event that took place and that's stuck with them. Someone critiqued something and then that stuck with them, and so that's remained with them as a limiting belief, and they're not moving forward with that, and they don't want to show up on camera. They're too conscious. Or it could be self-worthiness is an issue. You know, they don't love themselves enough, or they don't think worthy of themselves enough to be able to jump on camera to do a good job. Or it could be, you know, okay, I'm jumping on camera, but I don't know. You're saying tell me a story, or you're saying tell a story, but Sohan, I don't know where to start. I don't know which story to tell. I don't know how to tell a story. Like, how do I get people's attention, you know, and how do I make this video make money? There's so many of these questions and people go on with that. What's that been for you guys when you've been pumping out videos? Because I know, you know, Vas and I both know that you have been, at some level, you guys were procrastinating something, whether it's getting a video out, whether it's starting a channel, whether it's doing something else. But what was the, what kept you guys going through the contest? At your own, whatever pace you guys decided to commit to, you guys went through it. So that's why you're here right now and you're inspiring everyone else and the others are not. So what made you guys go? Talk a little bit about your mindset. Talk a little bit about the psychology as you, as entrepreneurs, as business owners, because you guys have a family life, you have a, you know, a business life, you've got operations, you've got business headache. There's so much going on, and then you are committing to do videos, but then you're committing to a contest.
Yeah.
What's that like for you guys? What's the mindset behind that, Stacey? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Take the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, I think just having that format of the contest, like, you know, had I not done that, I probably would be sitting here today still without a YouTube channel started. But yeah, it was seeing yourself improve every day as well, that momentum, and, you know, people subscribing to the channel, people viewing my videos, you know, just that momentum now that has gathered has given me more confidence. And now when I think about going live on stories, or, you know, for Facebook or Instagram or any of the channels, like I don't have that fear anymore either, because I've kind of, you know, pushed through it, did it. And now, you know, I don't know, I just feel better about getting on camera now.
True that. Yep. Gentlemen, anyone wants to talk to it?
I can go if that's all right.
Go for it, Michael. Take it.
I'm going to go kind of meta on you here, but so for me, it's not only about like the video, because it's like through the whole contest, you know, and I'll talk at the end, you'll ask about the end point. So I won't talk about that, but through the whole contest, I didn't get really many more subscriptions. I didn't get, like, I have like 1 subscriber or something on YouTube, right? Like, I mean, like literally, and I did a ton of stuff, but it's about, for me, it's like everything I see in the world right now is people don't follow through with anything. Like, no one follows through with anything, right? We get bored after one day and then we're done. And I look at my kids and I'm like, screw that. Like, I'm going to show my children, I'm going to show the people around me, like, I don't care what you do. You say you're going to do something, you follow through with it, and you do it, period. And how do I want my kids to look? Like, what do I want my kids to see? And that's what I want my kids to see. I don't want them to be kids who aren't doing anything at 28 or 30 and they're like, well, because no one ever does, all my peers don't. It's like, no. So for me, I guess it's bigger than just like the small video. It's about them seeing exactly what it is that is expected, and like how things should be. So,
and when you're looking at that actually, that's a great point, because one of the biggest challenges is to be an example, right? It is a challenge for us as business owners, as entrepreneurs, as parents, you know, as spouses. We're constantly leading as examples, right? And so when it comes to videos, for you to be able to extract that and see, okay, well, I want to be something, and I want to, I want to show the kids that they can be something and follow through with commitment and do something with a lot of gusto, is a big example, and it's an inspiration for any child. You know, even your neighbor's kids could watch you doing that, and they'll be like, "Wow, I want to be like Michael Johnson one day." You know, so it's a cool thing to have, for sure. Yeah, thank you. We'll come back to you again, Andy.
Cool. Also, do you cut your hair, Michael? Hey, looking fresh, mate.
Yeah, doesn't he? Looking good. Yeah. I mean, talk to the salon guy; he'll tell you straight away.
Yeah, I think for me, definitely same thing. I think it's all, everyone's definitely got similar experiences. They all want to get the same sort of thing out of it. So everything I'm going to say is just exactly repeated what Stacey and Michael were saying. It's getting out of obscurity, doing what we were never doing in the past. We know that we should have done it, but we weren't. You know what I mean? Because they were unsure about a structure. Like Michael said, so much of always, oh yeah, I should do it, but I won't. And I said I'm going to do it, so let's just get it done. And then, you know, Stacey said she started doing lives. Was never doing them before. So I got all those exact same things in one go. So I'm definitely nothing unique from my standpoint.
Yeah.
Just it was just the formula. Hey, was the biggest thing as well.
That's
having a
right.
structure to it and just talking like, because you know what it's like. You can go on there and you can just say talking rubbish and people will, you know, stop listening to you.
Yeah.
But
yeah. What did you guys what kind of obstacles got in your way when you're doing that?
Before or after or during?
During it. Like when you said, yeah, right, I mean, I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna kick it off. Did it go according to plan?
I probably was. I did plan to go on more platforms, but yeah, I probably just overcommitted there. Yeah, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And what made you want to commit to those? What made you say, yeah, I want to go on those platforms? And what stopped you? What happened? What exactly happened? Because this is really good. Because this is so typically what happens with most of us. We want to jump on these different platforms. We know it's important for us to jump on these platforms. And then there's something that gets in the way or something that stops us. And then we negotiate. We're always negotiating in our lives, right?
Yeah.
And we get in life, whatever we get is based on our negotiation. So,
totally. Yeah, probably was, just a time factor. Like I probably, but really, yeah, that's probably just an excuse because it wouldn't have taken much time. I could have done the same content. So I could have done it, yes. I don't actually know why, but next time I will be doing all of them.
I love the honesty and I love the responsibility that you just took there. You owned it, and I appreciate you for that. That's honorable because I'll tell you what, right now you're setting an example for a lot of people on the planet who will listen to this and watch this at any point in time, today, tomorrow, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. Yeah. People will watch this and they will listen to what you said because what you just showed is more valuable than what you just said. The responsibility you took and said, you know what? Yeah, well, I could have. I've got no excuses, and that's right. Like you don't want to make an excuse because you could do it, but you know, next time in hindsight, you could do it better, and you definitely pump them out. So okay, cool. Michael, Andy, come on.
Yeah, so
just hold the stage. Don't worry, guys. Just go for it.
For me, it was like not. I don't know. When I say I'm going to do something, I just do it. So like that part wasn't an obstacle because like I don't care if it's 2 a.m. and I don't care if I'm not sleeping. Like I'm freaking going to do it because I said I was going to freaking do it. That's easy. But the hard part for me is like you already alluded to this. I'm pretty hard on myself. So I want things to be like 100 all the time. So when things aren't 100, I get very discouraged very quickly. And I can go down like negativity pretty quickly because I'm like at 100 all the freaking time, which my wife can tell you, like it never stops. I'm always at 100. So yeah, just making sure that I didn't let the results of like, oh, well, where are the subscribers? You know, are people actually watching this? Blah, blah, like not letting that part, because that's not actually results. That's just, it's what we perceive as results because we expect a certain thing, not letting that get in my way from actually doing something.
Yeah. Very well said. Yeah. True.
Yeah. So true. Hey, I think Well, my biggest obstacles really, which I'm sure you know, I sort of dropped off there in the middle. I don't know. I can give, like I said, I can give all the excuses under the sun, but I just didn't do it. So that was the biggest thing for me. I had all that going on. And the biggest obstacle was, like I touched base on that clubhouse the other day. I just didn't. I lost control of my time. So like I was in control of it, and then I let it go, and then that's where I got slack with the videos because I just had a plethora of things I needed to get done, and I just lost sight of having it controlling it as well as I was, and then that was my biggest obstacle.
Yeah,
just taking my eye off the prize for a little bit.
it's
Like you said, you know what I mean? I was aware of it anyway, and as long as you got awareness of the situation you're in or the situations you're creating, it doesn't really. I think is probably the biggest lesson from that in any aspect. I think.
Absolutely. And I think you said something really cool. Go ahead and share some of those excuses. I think they're really good. Stacy, Andy, you guys can share these excuses because these excuses are real, right? They're real for a lot of people that lean on them and use them as excuses. You guys don't, clearly, we know that. But what would have been some of these excuses that got in the way and didn't really let you get to that goal that you initially thought of getting to, right? I mean, it wasn't a life or death situation, okay? But if you had $700,000 on the line for you guys to take in, say, a span of 12 days, with competition being small, right? Just the 3 of you, for example, or just the 10 of you, what would that's still a high stake there for you. Yes. So in that case, then it becomes a really, really serious thing. Then you would be like, oh my gosh, I mean, how could I not? I mean, $700,000, that changes your entire life for families, true? So it wasn't that. The cash pool size was small this time, but it was still something. And so the cost was not that high for you to pay the price for, which is why you could feel like, yeah, okay, all right, I'll own it, and next time I'll get over it. But I promise you, if the prize was worth $700,000, you guys would be like, shit, I'm never forgiving myself for not doing that. How many of you agree? Raise your hands. Yeah. Right? Because that's the feeling you get. So go ahead and share what do you think some of those excuses are? Because I want people to understand watching this. I want people to know that, listen, you guys also come across as excuses, and yet you guys commit, and yet you guys follow through, and yet you guys show up here, right? And you do this. I mean, this live stream, this whole conversation happened literally in 48 hours. We got together, we made it happen in 48 hours, and you guys made the time. You control your time, so you make that time, and time is money. We know that. We talk about that all the time. So go ahead, Andy, just share. Stacy, go ahead and just share what some of those excuses you feel that got in the way.
Yeah. Definitely, so the other ones was the whole no time, and then I'm just too busy, which is the time one anyway. The whole too busy card's easy to pull. They're pretty broad ones, but they're probably the most common, you know what I mean? And then just a sense of, then that turned into like a sense of laziness. That was for me anyway. Well,
sorry.
You're right.
I probably, because I hadn't done some of the other things before too, so it was like, it's all too, it just seemed too hard to do it, but really total excuse because it's just literally pressing record. But it is until you do something. Even doing the YouTube live, I was like, I don't really know how to do that. But once you actually go and do it, and it's so easy, then it's like you can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's that initial getting that going. That's the main challenge, isn't it? I get you. Michael, what were your excuses, dude? What did you come up with? I mean, you're like a steamroller. You go through. But what excuses did you have in your head that you smashed and killed?
Hold on, I got to come in.
Hey, nice to see you.
You guys are awesome. You did it.
Yeah. So there's certain avenues I absolutely hate. Certain social media I hate. So like I freaking hate Twitter. Twitter is like I don't know if you guys are into to Star Wars at all, but it's like the hive ability they talk about. That's Mos Eisley. That's Twitter to me. It's just people attacking each other, and I'm like, I hate it so much. And you're like, well, you need to do Twitter, and I'm like, well, I freaking hate Twitter. Like nothing good comes from Twitter in my life. Same thing for Snapchat. It's like I don't even have a Snapchat. And so an ambassador like, well, now you do. Shut up. Do it. And they didn't say it like that, but basically that was it.
Yeah.
That was their polite Australian way to say shut up and do it. So
Right. Let's go. You love
but
a good
yeah,
challenge.
just like my
That's
own
really-
personal preferences, because I can be really stubborn. Like you said, I'm a steamroller, but I'm also really stubborn. Like super stubborn. So it's like once I've decided, like I already told you, once I decided doing something, I'm doing it. Well, once I've decided I'm not doing something, then good luck. Like,
Yeah.
it's
We
not
have
gonna
a funny
happen.
way to be able to get through to you still, Michael.
And we did, right?
Yeah, we
That's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
It broke that spell.
Yeah.
So thank
Woo!
you for letting us.
And I'm also
Yeah.
still self-conscious, by the way. A lot of people watching probably have a lot of self-conscious on video. I'm still super self-conscious on video. I don't like how I look on video. I think I sound kind of like an idiot when I talk sometimes. And it's like, and it's just like a personal hang-up, you know. But
Yeah, but you've come so far. You know, do you
Well,
remember
thank you.
at the start you were so wooden and you couldn't really combine the head with the heart, and now you know you're using those hand movements just like an Italian. Doing so well. So good on you. Really good.
So good. So yeah. So tell us, you know, what sort of, when you're doing this contest, and we're going to reveal obviously the winner for sure in just a moment.
I'm ready.
But what is the kind of mindset that you had to put yourself into, and what do you say to someone with you know, an entrepreneur who's struggling with videos, who's in whatever shape or form it is, whether it's with the content part of it or whether it's with the you know, the confidence part of it? What do you guys have as this experience? Because when you guys started Video It, tell everyone why you got involved with the Video It platform, number one, and number two, now being in this contest and many more to come, similar contests, what was the mindset that got you to the finish line that you would recommend regardless of a contest for people to do?
I would say that it's the just do it mindset. Like your first video is going to be awful, and you just have to acknowledge that, and at least it's one awful one down, and just keep on going. And you know, like, you have to start somewhere. Everybody does, and you can look back at that first one and laugh one day. But yeah, it's the only way to do it is practice, and you just got to keep on doing it. So I would just say start and have a crack.
Yeah. Awesome. And what got you to start with Video It? Like, what was your thing behind it?
Yeah, just acknowledging that I need to improve on, well, actually do it and improve on video. So, yeah, it obviously hadn't worked for me in the past, me just thinking, yes, I'm going to do this. So that's why I thought I need accountability with the Video It group, with you guys. So, yeah, that's why I joined.
Absolutely.
We're so glad you did. We love your spirit. Thanks, Casey. Awesome.
This is really cool calmness about her, which is also confident, but it's really pleasant.
It's quiet
and
confidence. It's beautiful. It's really
Thanks.
Love it. What do you feel Video It to you is? I mean, you've been in only how long have you been in? 3 weeks now, maybe? Or
Probably
less?
3 weeks. Yeah, just over 3 weeks, maybe. Yeah.
What does it mean to you? What does Video It mean to you at this point in time?
Just you know, learning new things, and definitely the accountability. That's the big one, and that's what the contest really was as well. So just having that, you know, having you guys there and saying, let's do this.
Yeah, I think that's really important. And you know, for those of you who are watching this recording at any point in time, and you're wondering what was the contest really about, you know, the contest was about how much you can really bet on yourself as an entrepreneur.
Definitely.
Like, can you really go all in on you? And if you do, then how much can you do, and how much can you really follow through with it?
And how much can you challenge yourself to get onto different platforms as well, to be able to grow and expand and stretch yourself more than you thought at the start you could?
Because we actually got, you know, in the contest, we actually gave the guys these different platforms that they could go on. You know, the mainstream typical ones like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yep, they're great, they're there. But there was the YouTube Shorts. There was, you know, the Snapchats and the excuse me, and the TikToks of the world, and the you know, Pinterest. Like, you guys probably didn't expect Pinterest to be on that list. There was also or the other one that you definitely didn't expect was, you know, Craigslist, right, for the guys in the US and Canada. For a Gumtree for us in Australia. There's Trade Me for those in New Zealand, right? So like, we put these on because you could go ahead and put a video ad on there so that you could start seeing traction. And it's like, the reason behind that was, and also, don't forget testimonial videos, right? Yes. Like, you guys are in business, you must have some videos. That was a way to get you guys to get off your, you know what's, to get some video content, to get customers speak for you, so that you could utilize that at some point strategically, knowing when, because testimonial videos are powerful. And the mistake that most entrepreneurs make is they use testimonial videos for people that don't know them at all, trying to convince them to buy from them online. And they don't work like that.
They don't work for a cold audience.
No, they don't. So there was a purpose behind all that. And then, you know, through that contest, it really helps someone to create this presence of omnipresence. You know, we call it a fancy word. It's called ubiquity footprint. I love that term, ubiquity footprint. Has anyone heard that? Have you guys heard of the term, ubiquity footprint? Ubiquity footprint was something that I heard in 2004 when this kid, Caleb Maddox, not 2004, 2007, sorry. I heard Caleb Maddox use it. And Caleb Maddox then in 2015 had reached a point where he connected with Grant Cardone, and he was having this call. Hello, little Junior Johnson. Good to see you.
Hey,
what's happening, brother? Look at him. Oh, he's so cute. Good to see you. I love this. The kids are supporting parents. They're there in the mix of it all. Stacey, get your little one too. Come on, it's time. You better get your little one. Get your daughter.
She's at daycare.
Where she is.
All my kids are at school or daycare. Where she belongs. True.
Right. And so like, the whole idea was to be able to give you guys a chance to create so much content. And ubiquity footprint was something that Caleb gets a chance to see. Grant said, you're gonna have to be everywhere online, create an omnipresence to that kid. And he goes on to do this. And then at the time he was only about 13, right? And because he starts putting content out on social media platforms right across the board. Back then there was Periscope and all these other live platforms. We didn't have Reels, we didn't have TikTok, none of that. But he was all across the board, and he started creating a ubiquity footprint, means he was everywhere. You start looking, it's like Justin Bieber. That's where it came from. The analogy was about Justin Bieber. Now, I'm not a big fan of Justin Bieber except a few songs, but he certainly knows how to create a ubiquity footprint on the internet, right? What that means is, if I'm searching for a terminology or a song or something or a verse of a song, I'll find all this other information about him too. And those come from the back door. They're called backlinks in the technical term. So that's why the contest was designed to give that elaborate platform for you guys to push you in that direction, so you can start developing an omnipresence and also start creating ubiquity and then building that muscle. Now that you have that in mind, you know how the exercise works. It's easy for you to go back and keep practicing it till you really flex those arms. And that's what's going to happen to you through this. So,
and you know, you can now, which is great. You know, you've got the ability, you know, a platform that was perhaps a little scary at the start.
Yep.
You know, you've gone into it, and with practice, you know, it's more getting to become more second nature. And that's what it's all about. You know, practice, practice is a good thing, because the fear that was once there is gone. It's false evidence appearing real.
Right. So let's you know, Andy, come on out, mate. What was the mindset that you feel that was big for you?
In terms of making it?
Yeah, like popping out some really serious content.
Yeah, well, so obviously, like you said, everyone has different things that they're trying to achieve, or that the reasons or the purpose why they're doing what they are doing. So, and for me, so many times in my life in the past, you know, it was that whole thing of what Michael brought up earlier, just so used to seeing people start something, they don't do it. So then I just, you know, throughout my life, I committed to doing things and I'd stop doing it. You know, so time and time again, I sort of just let myself down. But then this time, you know what I mean, I got Bub there, and, you know, trying to create a legacy for myself and my family and others around me. So You know, my purpose this time was bigger, so I actually had a proper reason to really drive myself and push myself. You know what I mean? Like there was reasons bigger than myself. You know, I was been in my way so often in my life, and this time I just knew, you know, I had to get out of my own way. It's time to, you know, stop being so selfish and get a message out there, you know, and do what I can for those around me that I care about. So that was the biggest thing for me, is just having a bigger purpose than myself.
Yeah.
And that's huge. You know, you move from yourself to contribution, and that's an expansive place to be. So well done.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Woo.
And you also, you know, Andy, you had remember you were saying, man, I can sometimes come across too aggressive on the camera. I have to find a way to turn it down, become this likable. Well, that was a challenge for you. That is still a challenge, maybe. I don't know. You share that. That's really cool, because everyone's got their different perception of themselves, of how they show up on camera.
That's true.
And so you had an interesting one, which I've never heard of before, and that was really good to hear, because that shows a lot of self-awareness, but it also shows that you want to find a new way to communicate with people. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, good. Hey, it's been really well. So I thought, I definitely thought it'd be a lot worse. Let's put it that way.
Why is that?
Well, because like I said, I always thought, because I generally like to talk loud and fast. You know, in some certain aspects of what, you know, sometimes I'd get feedback. Oh, hang on, you're, you know, a bit full on, whatever. And then I just sort of, you know, I'd sort of adopted that as a that's just someone else's opinion rather than, you know, of my own opinion. So I just sort of adopted other people's opinions from that. So obviously at the start, I just already had that subconsciously in my mind that was, you know, who I am in front of people. But then when I started shooting the videos, I didn't really reshoot many videos at all, to be honest, because it's like you guys.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think literally I only reshot like 4 of them, because when I was doing the walk and hold, my arms got sore. So
love the honesty.
Yeah, other than that, it was quite good. Hey, that wasn't even a real thing. You know, like I said, when I said this at the start, that's what I thought. I was too aggressive. It wasn't true. So
yeah.
Once I started cranking out videos and actually watching them back, I was like, I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
Freaking amazing.
But with that, yeah.
And you also were another one that, you know, just came so far. You know, you applied yourself, you were doing it daily, you really played all in and full out. So I just want to acknowledge that and say thank you.
And
it was awesome.
It's just the beginning, baby.
Yeah.
Really, really good. Michael, did you ask Michael? I'm not sure. Did I ask you? I'm not sure if I did.
And Michael's cut his hair. He's looking
No, I
more
didn't.
professional.
It is, right? It's looking so cool.
Yeah, it looks good.
I just first want to say, Andy, I love your freaking aggression on camera. I admire your aggression. I want that.
It is.
Awesome. No, I love it. Like, you have this like natural charisma. Like, good job. I have to work for it. my charisma is much more self-deprecating, so I'll try not to do that today. But
see, mindset.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, you know, the whole process has been really good. I feel like I still don't enjoy watching myself. Like when I do the commercials, I did a TV commercial. And when I do that, I don't actually want to watch the TV commercial. I post it on my stuff. I'm like, I don't want to see it.
Sorry, what am I hearing? Sorry, what's the reframe to that, Michael? Sorry, what's the reframe?
But what I'm saying is I'm much more confident on video than I was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And you could probably see the difference. You could probably see the difference in 2 weeks
100%
than what it was before.
Oh,
so, like, you can still...
You've gone from a football to a golf ball with the distance between the head and the frame, which is great news.
So have you ever seen the movie Talladega Nights?
No.
So it's hilarious. It's a Will Ferrell movie. And at one point he has his first interview and he's like, he's on an interview and they said, well, how do you feel? And he's like, well, I don't know what to do with my hands. And he just holds them up here for the whole interview. That's how I felt for like the first week. I was like, what do I do?
You got it in the end.
They're like under arrest. Is that how you want me to use my hands?
You work with the body, so therefore, your facial expression and your ability to express yourself was fully embodied. You're a person who works with the human body. So you being able to actually fully embody that message really tells and shows your audience that you also are fully embodied.
100%.
They trust you more because you've got the ability to embody it, which is you work with the full body. So it makes sense.
And thank you for the compliments on the haircut, by the way. I had a whole bunch of really cool compliments and then a couple like not so cool compliments of like, thank God. What happened? So,
you can't please them all so long as you really
yours
like
was
it.
a nice compliments from you guys.
Yeah, it looks neater. It's just much easier. You can put your clothes on, and you just look set and ready to go.
Not that he didn't have his clothes on, guys.
Yeah.
But he certainly has.
Actually,
well, we need that. We all need that. Let's be honest.
He has his scrubs on.
That's
so cool.
right.
I will not be the OnlyFans acupuncturist. I will not.
Well, money follows attention, so you go figure.
promote.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Okay, well,
It's come to that time.
Yeah, it's come to that time for us to reveal who the winner is.
We've got the drum. Are you ready? Are you ready?
We also want to make sure that before we do that, just very quickly, to share what was the
Pinnacle.
Actually, we'll share what the outcome, like what happened for you guys. What was the tangible outcome that each one of you got, the result you got as a result of participating in this contest? I think that's really, really powerful. But I don't know which one to do first. Do the result first, or should we do the announcement first? What do you think?
Do the result first and then the announcement.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Okay.
Should we go first?
Go for it.
Let's
Go for it.
go.
Go
Yeah.
for it. Yep.
So, I went from 0 subscribers on YouTube to 8. And one of my videos has got 60 views. So,
Wow.
that kind of says what type of content, obviously, I should do more of. So, even though those numbers sound really low, to me, they're great. So I'm really happy with those.
I love it. It's the small wins that really make a difference. And I want people to understand, those of you watching this, whether it's 8 views, whether it's 20 views, whether it's 60 views, I want you guys to understand, or 8 subscribers or 8,000 or 8 million subscribers, this is just the beginning.
That's right.
And it's come from strategic action with massive action.
And with consistency. It's important to be consistent. If you want to be that expert in that area, then people have to see you continuously sharing and giving value. And if you're not doing that, then you're invisible.
Correct.
So stepping out and being visible is the first step.
And got to remind everyone, like, Stacey hadn't put up her YouTube channel yet. She was, for some reason, it just kept being pushed back.
Procrastinating.
Right? It was procrastinating. And now she gets it done because the contest enables her to. It pushes her into that direction. It gave her the encouragement she needed.
And the drive, the passion,
the motive.
The motive.
Right? It was there. So, hey, kudos to you, Stacey. That's a big one. Yes.
Yeah.
We celebrate you. Promise you. Promise you. Right, let's go to Andy.
Let's go.
Andy or Michael? Andy.
Cool. So obviously, I shared that story a bit. We have had the opportunity to put a bit of content out to a magazine, a big beauty magazine here in Australia. So that gave us instant access to about 22,000 leads.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
That's pretty good one. So the next thing is, just really working out how we can add value to, even as like we said, a small percent, even 1% is 220, you know what I mean? So that's definitely achievable. But at least we're there, at least we're out there now, at least we're in front of those sort of stuff. We're in front of the places we want to be. So that was massive.
That's huge.
Actually, I've got a live educational.
So you got a live education, what, sorry?
I've got a live educational, we call it Zoom meeting on the 20th, actually.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Oh, damn, that's good.
Yeah.
Like a webinar? Are you doing a webinar training, masterclass? Or?
Yeah, just doing a webinar one. I'm just doing one on, because I'm just doing one like a mindset for people in the industry, because obviously down in Melbourne, a lot of them, they're down, they're open, they're shut in Victoria, and I'm following the pages. So I'm just offering a 1 hour. I've got a guest coming in that does a lot of study in NLP and all that sort of thing. He just got certified with his masters, actually.
Yeah.
And then, so I was going to add that 1 hour for them during the week as well. Everyone in the industry, so that link's out there. Obviously, you know, hopefully we get, even if we get 5 people, doesn't matter the number. Like Stacey said, if one person turns up, we still got to show up like 1,000 people.
Correct.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And also, Andy, I just want to ask, do you have a customer journey to take these subscribers on? So, like, do you have a customer journey that you want to take them on as time progresses
Like a
after
sales
this
process?
webinar, a sales process?
Well, I was working on it because I didn't expect it to happen so fast. So, not really. It's in my head, but it's not mapped out.
You can help.
But
Yeah.
it's there.
Well, guess what? The fact that video it is there for you is gonna help you. You're gonna map that out, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Just for people to get some context, right? Let's talk some numbers again. Just for because you got 22,000 leads, for example, and now you're creating this training so you can start getting people to filter through and help them out and work deeper with them.
Yeah.
Let's look at that 1% that you just mentioned there, right? Just for numbers, to have some fun with some numbers. Even if you projected those numbers and you went, right, okay, but that's not your closing ratio, by the way. Your closing, what's your typical closing ratio at the moment? You said it's about 30 something,
36%.
Yeah, we're between like 30 and 36% probably.
Okay, so forget about 36%, right? Let's just look at being conservative, 1%. So if you had 1% of 22,000 leads, that's 220.
Yeah.
And if you had to put that in dollars, what would that look like for you on a low ticket item, just roughly, approximately, if you got 220 people to serve?
That would be, so the low ticket item for the personal coaching, which is the only one I've got mapped out so far, but that's only 2,000, so it's, you know, it's still pretty low ticket.
Yeah.
Out of 1%, that's 440,000.
Woo! So that's just under $500,000 on a low ticket, let alone if you go to high ticket item, right? For 220 people. So
That's amazing.
and that's come from one video out of all the videos. How many videos did you dish out?
50 something, 40 something. I'm losing track now, but anywhere between 45 and 50 something.
Definitely between 45 and 50. And it was one of those videos that got noticed, correct?
Pretty much. It was weird. I just sort of random how it happened. Like people started following us on Instagram and all that, and then I think we sort of knew them in the business. Thought we heard about them. They sort of heard about us from our skin clinic, and then I don't know. It sort of it's a tough question to answer actually.
Yeah.
It just after I started pumping the videos out, it just sort of come together. So I don't know if it was one video or all of them or the whole process.
Yeah.
I can't really pinpoint it.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's hard to pinpoint that because it's all organic, guys. You know, it's all free videos, free posting. It would be different if you actually did an ad, if you did a Facebook ad or a YouTube ad.
Because you can measure.
Correct.
You can measure.
But it definitely came from just pumping content out there.
Bingo. And that shows that your free. Yeah, so it does show that your free content does work. Your videos will work.
Yeah.
Right? If it's done strategically, it'll convey the right communication and the right messaging to get people in, to engage with them, to be able to make a decision to say, let's go ahead and feature you in. And that relationship then leads to leads.
Exactly.
And so these 22,000 leads that you've got a chance to serve and be able, now it's up to you how you create your sales process to make sure that you can help them as opposed to those leads becoming useless, right? Which you're doing. You're already doing with the training that you're putting up and things like that. So, man, kudos to you for that.
Well done.
That's awesome.
Woo! That's amazing.
Michael, come on out, brother. Share what you got. What was the outcome that you got? I mean, that was remarkable what you experienced. So take it away.
Fatigue and tears. No, I'm kidding. That's that self-deprecating
Yes, you
humor.
need to mention that because that's part of the job, right? It comes with it.
Full transparency.
No.
Yep.
So cool story. I actually thought, not that it was wasted, but I was doing all these videos and I didn't feel like, probably nobody's seeing them, but I'm still doing them. And I'm doing them on all these different platforms. I did a massive amount of videos. I can't tell you how many videos I did because it was, you guys know, it was a lot. And then I went to a doctor's office to talk to an MD's office about what I do. And he's like, I know you. And this is after I got my haircut. He's like, I know you. Did you used to have long hair? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I keep scrolling through my social media and your face keeps popping up in random places. He's like, I've been seeing your videos all over the place, just like popping up. And this is somebody I've never met, like 15 miles away. And he said, like, I'm just popping up on his social media. And it was cool because it was instant trust. It was like, Okay,
Wow.
well, you obviously know what you're doing. I've seen you around. Like, how can I refer to you? And it was like, you know, it turned something very cold into something very warm very quickly.
Yeah,
Freaking love it.
that's incredible. That's
So,
incredible.
yeah.
And that small seed can grow into something that's an amazing oak tree. So,
And this wasn't just like
really,
a random small doctor. This was like one of the biggest clinics in the big town that's next to my little town. Like,
And
this
that
is a
is-
major clinic that does cash only. So,
wow.
Hey, so if you put that in context and you look at, you know, what from a dollar value perspective, because, you know, at the end of the day, we want to make sure that these videos that we create in the contest also is all about making sure how can this convert into revenue,
That's right.
and impact and influence. Let's put it, what is that worth to you should this relationship work out and, you know, you build that ongoing with them and you make it really tight. What could that be worth to you roughly? In the next
so
12
I
months?
mean, if I
Put a
got
number on
a lifetime of 20 fertility referrals, you know, $48,000. So
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit.
Wow.
That's really great, dude.
no,
And
wait,
that's coming from free
no, that's
content
under.
video.
Sorry, it's between 40 and 80. I did the math wrong. So somewhere between 40 and 80.
Dude. I mean,
Wow.
that's a lot.
Amazing.
What's the average salary in America at the moment? 55 grand?
Well, in our area, it's a lot less. So
Sure. Yeah.
30, 35,000, 40,000. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So there you go. I mean, you think about that and you go, oh my gosh. And this is just
That's
coming
20.
from
Just
correct.
20, yeah.
So it clearly it's and this is just through organic, let alone you guys haven't even started doing ads off your videos. I mean, imagine if you put those ads and you target them with the kind of videos you guys are creating.
Definitely.
Dude, you guys can create rock solid, powerful business. I mean, you guys have an opportunity to create a massive influx of not just leads, but revenue, dude.
Mhm.
You just need to be able to have a solid sales process.
Definitely.
That's why Vass was asking that, because once you guys have a sales process, you know how to take the customer on that journey or the client on that journey. But more importantly, when you start doing ads along with your organic content, it's game on.
And with the sales process, you know exactly where to send your client to. So you being clear on that, you know,
Yep.
gives the client the clarity that you know
Yep.
that ascension and what they need to
Yep.
send them. So
Absolutely.
it's really, really imperative to know.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and this is the final segment of
Gotta put these
this
on.
interview. Thank you so much for being patient. I know you guys have it's a Monday for us
We
in Australia.
appreciate
It's
you.
Sunday night for Michael. I know you might want to need to go to bed, and at the same time, these guys want to go to work and carry on what they need to do. But
Drum roll.
we're
Drum roll.
almost at the end of it. So thank you for sticking by and hanging out with us.
We love you
guys
guys.
are freaking stars.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And everyone watching this should really be inspired by you. Take a leaf out of your page and really implement. You know.
Definitely.
So I want to go ahead and hit the share button so that we can go ahead and look at the scores that we've got. Shall we do that? Shall we do that? Let's do
You got to
that.
put you the drum roll.
We got to. Where's the drum roll?
Here.
Oh.
I'll put the little.
Shit. Okay.
drum
I'm
there,
gonna need
friend.
the drum roll, but I need to make sure that
I
we can
do
share
it.
the screen. Can you? Here
Bella's
you go.
on my lap.
Here you go.
This
You
is
can-
gonna
you
be
can
like
hit it
really
online.
multitasking.
Ready? Keep going. Keep going. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Get. Drum roll, ladies and gentlemen. You guys ready? You guys ready? The winner takes it all. One, two, three, and the winner is Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson, ladies and gentlemen, the man who did it, who pushed it.
That's amazing. That's so good, Michael.
Done.
1,335 points.
Wow.
And then closing up on that was Andrew with 300 points on the back of him. Give it up for Andrew Hines.
Yeah.
And then on the back of Andrew was Stacy Hughes with 150 points, guys. Give it up.
That's
This
awesome.
is bloody awesome. And you know what the best part is? The best part is that you guys have to know that you put your skin in the game. You all got results outside of the reward or the award. And the award was obviously a cash prize, which was $450 cash going to Michael Johnson for getting that outcome. Come on, baby.
That's exciting.
Come on. So good.
I need some of those glasses.
So come on out, brother. Just share with us and give us your thank you speech.
Here we go.
I appreciate y'all. I was a little worried that I was being a little too obsessed, so maybe I was being a little too
Well, it paid off, didn't it?
but I don't know. I just appreciate that it spurred me on to action. Like it wasn't even, I mean, obviously I'm competitive and I like to win, but at the same time, it's like, I wanted everybody to win. It's like Andy had huge, like everybody had huge wins, right? All y'all had huge wins. So it's like, Stacy had huge wins, Andy had huge wins. So like, I think that it was important for all of us just to push forward and like pump out content,
That's right. And make a start.
Yeah, and I think the fact that we all got more comfortable. I mean, watching Andy's videos, like from day one to now, he's like freaking Dr. Charisma now.
I know. Woo! And you as well. You went
Stacey,
from
like Stacey's awesome. Like all y'all are awesome. It's like I don't know. I think that was the best part. I think is just that everybody, everybody got better, and I think that, when you, I don't know, I'm getting old. I'm not saying I'm gonna get old. I'm getting older, and when you think about getting older, you're thinking about like, you think about accomplishment, pushing forward, and I think constantly pushing forward to the next mountain, whatever that is really, really important. Even if it's like your mountain, it's still really, really important. It's much better than just sitting on the couch watching TV. So like this was much better than sitting on the couch watching TV. Like I got to tell people about how to help their fertility, their allergies, and I got to have fun while doing it. Like that's super cool. And now I'm developing this whole video journey for people to be able to do like, learn about how I help people online digitally. So, and like starting that whole journey with this is just super cool. So thank you so much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I like the drums and the confetti. That's impressive.
The drums, baby. All for you, man.
Yeah.
So,
the prop queen is in the house.
Yeah, that's right. You bring out your props. There you go.
Yeah.
You got to celebrate tonight. You got to celebrate tomorrow, and enjoy your well-deserved prize of cash. I think it was so good, and the contest was so good. The reason why we said it's where people have the skin in the game, they bet on themselves, because these guys pumped in their own money into it.
Yeah.
And then whoever the winner was going to take it all, so they went for it. They wanted to win it, and they did everything they could.
Exactly.
I want to ask Andy to just come out really quickly, and then Stacey to come out really quickly. What do you have to say? Quick word. What do you want to say about having to come second in the row, but making sure that you guys know that you're counted, you're in, you won. What happened? Like, what do you want to say?
Well, first off, definitely congratulations to Michael, mate. That's a massive effort. Obviously, you can tell with the brother you just pumped out the content, so that's good. And that's a massive win. You were telling that story before. Old mate in the town down from you keep popping up in his face, and that's the ultimate goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to be in everyone's face all the time, even when you're asleep. So
Love
other than that, you got the same thing. I'm with Michael. You know what I mean? Everyone. I don't look at it. Look at the places that I come. I look at the how I've grown with content and just getting it out of obscurity. Like I've mentioned a few times since we've done it here. For me, it's just the same journey of growth and impact, really. So and self-expansion. So that's for me. For me, I've won my own race.
Yeah.
This time, and it's definitely good to see everyone else growing too. You know what I mean? I want to jump onto YouTube and watch some of Stacey's videos so I can.
Yeah. Support one another. That's what it's all about. Unity.
Thanks, Andy.
Family. Support's important.
Yeah, I want to say congrats to Michael. That's amazing what he achieved. That points are so good. But yeah, that's right. And I'm just looking forward to the next one. So I know now what I need to do. So yeah, bring it on.
Watch out, Will. Bring it on.
Big congratulations to you all. Well done, guys.
What do you have to say to people in the video community, in the family, what do you guys have to say to them now with regards to contests and coming forward? Because we're gonna do it. Are you guys ready to do another one?
Yeah.
Like say on the next one. You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Definitely.
We're gonna have
Let's
round 2 for sure, and we're gonna come up with the videos challenge as well. We're gonna have some fun with those things as well. But yeah, definitely coming up with round 2 of the same contest. The winner takes it all.
Mhm.
And I think this time you guys would definitely go higher with your states. Right?
Definitely.
You'd be like, oh shit, this and now I got it down pat because now we know what to do. So you can plan it better, right? Your
Yeah.
strategy is better. It'll get
Mhm.
tougher now. So get ready, Michael Johnson. Because Stacey just said, bring it on.
Go,
So
go. Oh, come on.
when a woman says that,
I
oh my God,
Come on,
it's
lady.
game time.
know.
So what do you have to say to the Video It members? And also, what do you have to say to people who are watching this who are not Video It members? Go for it. Stacey can go first.
Yeah, I just think just do it. Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah. Woo.
Boys.
Andy?
I'll go let the champ talk last. Yeah, same thing, you know what I mean? Just dive with both feet in the water. No point, you know. Like, let's just jump straight in the deep end.
Yeah.
Life's, you know, life's not waiting for you, so unfortunately.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like Michael said, none of us are getting any younger, so might as well take the opportunities you got and just go for it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's safe. It's a safe family full of fun, and we make education entertainment.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you're not doing it on your own, that's a good point. You're not
Say that
alone,
again?
so. And you're not alone, so it's
Yeah.
easy, you know what I mean? If you got people to fall back on, you watch other people, you watch other people that are part of the family, you can watch their videos to get some inspiration if you feel like you can't make it. Because
Yeah.
everyone's in the same boat, so.
That's true.
Well said.
And as we all know, the environment matters.
Yeah.
You know, that's what helps us and pushes us to grow. And then there's the Michael Johnson, and then there's, you know, the Andy and the Stacey, and, you know, what are they doing and how can I grow? You know, it's a fun,
Yeah.
you know, expansion.
Yeah.
It's
If
really
anything, you guys have just opened the doors for others to say, hey, it's possible and we can do it.
Right.
And if these guys can do it, I can
You
do
can
it.
do it too.
And the next time it's going to be more because
Yeah.
obviously now you know the game. So, you know, you wouldn't be coming in with a small cash prize. You'd be coming in with a bigger one that's bigger to take. And
Yeah,
there's more
because
to
you're betting more on yourself.
That's
Just
it.
like Grant says,
That's it.
you know, he went in with $1 million. He bet it on himself.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. And Michael Johnson, the champ. What do you have to say to
Awesome.
the guys in Video It family or people who are not part of it?
Mhm.
So, a little tough love. There should be a lot more than the 4 of us here.
Yeah.
Well done.
Period.
Go for it, man. Keep
Like,
saying.
every single person in Video It should be part of this, just to bet on themselves, just to do the videos. Every single person. And I'm a newbie, so I can say that because maybe I'm clueless, but I feel like everyone should be part of this. Like, should be pumping out the videos. Like, and if they're not, then it hurts them. It's not hurting anybody else. So
That's true.
I think that everybody should do it. And for everybody watching, like, freaking learn how to do some videos because you know, the internet is not going away anytime soon. I'm guessing from the last 30 years. I just don't see the internet going away anytime.
Sure. Yeah.
And with the pandemic, it's definitely not going away. So you got to at least develop your skills. So a little tough love, but get out there and do it.
Love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner takes it all social media contest of Video It round 1 officially Michael Johnson
Cheers.
and Little Johnson. Come on, round 2. Yeah,
Thanks,
like,
guys.
Hey,
Thanks
really
a lot.
nice
Thanks,
seeing you.
guys.
You guys are just
See you.
awesome.
Thanks, Andy.
Congrats,
Thanks,
Michael.
Michael. Rock it out, and we'll see you guys soon.
Hey, y'all are rock stars.
You guys are
So
rock
are
stars
you.
too.
We appreciate you. I'll see you Tuesday.
Ciao,
Just
ciao.
Video It. Ciao.
See you soon. See ya.
See ya.
See you guys.
Bye.